After many failures, I can finally say I've mastered prone foiling and catching long waves. I finally achieved it with a longer board, which makes it easier to move between waves and gain speed on the wave easily. A 5 feet 8 inches Gong Lance with a 54-liter body. And with a small foil, a Gong Surf Low Aspect size L, which allows for a smooth takeoff because the foil doesn't lift until the board is stable on the wave and I decide to stand up. I also think it's a good idea to use a relatively large stab for what I use for pump foiling, a Gong Sirius L with a 210 square centimeters body, as it gives me stability right after the takeoff. The downside of this setup is that I find it very difficult to pump to lick waves, but I think I'll have to worry about that when I'm comfortable with prone foiling, and for now, the priority is the takeoff. Another key to my improvement is placing my back foot very far back on the takeoff. If I'm pump foiling and I place my back foot directly in front of the mast, when prone I place it behind the mast. This gives me much more stability on the wave, with my feet much further apart. However, at the end of the wave I have to move my back foot forward to be able to pump.